Thought I'd record another one of these videos. It seems like a lot of my deep thoughts I get are like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I wrote down a note or two, and then I'm trying to record this like 2 days later, and I forgot some of it. But um, we've been talking about perspective a lot lately, and in my series with Melissa, my little vlogs, we're about to start talking about entertainment and just my things I we did for entertainment or music and movies, show, just different things as a child. And I'm really not sure where I'm gonna take it. And but I was thinking about the other night, one of my most favorite songs of all time, and it's hard to say a favorite song, is it's a song by J. Cole, and it's called Love Yours. And it's pretty self-explanatory, somewhat, I guess. But as you listen to it, man, it's a beautiful song. It's talking about just being content where you are, what you have in your own life, and a lot of things. He's a successful rapper now, and if you when you listen to the words in it, it makes so much sense. And this is somebody who's made it on the other side of what people would consider happiness. Fame, riches, and all this other stuff. Uh, and he's given some perspective on things. Um, and I think about, there's an old quote. It says, I used to cry about my shoes until I met a man that had no feet. And I think about that with even my own personal situation, in our situation, and things that we go through. I think by sitting back and observing so much of the world, I really look at history. You don't take things so personal, and I don't know. It really gives you a better perspective. I've seen so many situations that my situation's a little better, and I've seen somewhere it's a little worse. And it can be a complicated thing processing that, but to me, it gives me a little mental peace that things could always be better, but they could definitely be worse. And I always put that in the back of my mind when I carry myself throughout the day, when I interact with people, when I, talk aloud, or if I'm complaining, or keeping that in the back of my mind. Things could be better, but it could be worse. And we all have different journeys in this life, and like I said before, I can't choose which ones we all have to run. We can just choose how we run it, and I've said it before, I like the heroic stories. Those movies that, man, they flew into the meteor to destroy the meteor, so others didn't have to endure. On the world, in the on Earth, things like that. I've always appreciated those types of people, or the soldier on the battlefield that was willing to, you know, uh, give up his life, man. Those are powerful. That type of stuff keeps me, I would say, almost focused on. It gives me perspective. I put it that way, to where I don't feel like you have to sit in a corner and just wallow and just feel sorry for yourself. I understand people that do that. I don't knock them. This is a lot to process, man. Your life, it is precious. Um, so I understand. It's just getting to a place, it's all a choice. It's all perspective. It's getting to a place where that's anything in life, man. You can't choose what you go through. You just choose, at the end of the day, you choose how you want to go through it. Um, but I'm kind of going on a different tangent. But yeah, I thought about this song the other day. Love Yours. It's just one of my most favorite songs. So I don't know.